Hey guys, welcome to day 4, flight 4 of my one-man army campaign. In today's flight, we're going to be back in the F-16 Charlie Block 40. We're going to be operating out of Busan because Pohang is still down, and so is Kunsan as well. And we just flew a flight out of the Vinson, so we got to do an F-16 today. So I was trying to figure out what to do. I've been doing a lot of, missions with the Tornado lately. I don't want to do another one because I'm just trying to, not get too repetitive. So I want to change gears a little bit. I was tempted to try to fly some F4s out of Pohang. But yeah, like I said, Pohang is down. And I'm not sure if that really counts as a violation of the rules. F4s are kind of fighters, I guess. Like, they are definitely fighters, I should say. But I was thinking maybe if I just strip all their AIM-7s off and just have like a couple of heaters, would that be the same as escorting some A-10s or escorting some Tornadoes? But whatever, we'll have to leave that decision for another day because, like I said, that base isn't even operational. I was also exploring the possibility of doing another B-1 escort, but I wasn't really sure what to hit. There is a factory over here that is 100% operational. It is a high value target, a power plant, but it's just one thing. I don't know, it kind of seems like sort of a waste. And there has been just tons of MiG-29 flights out here recently. The last flight I did, oh my god, I mean, there was 4 ship MiG-29s just everywhere, multiple groups of them. And if I'm flying an F-16, I only have 6 missiles. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to properly protect a bunch of B-1 flights. So I've decided to just do a single ship F-16 pre-planned CAS. My target is the 5th Tank Battalion within the 5th Armored Brigade within the 1st Armored Division. So they are defending Byong-gog-dong, if I'm saying that correctly. I think they're stationary. They're probably aligned from south to north. I think there's about 30 targets. Let's see, 17, 19, 21, 22, 24, 26, 28, 29. So there's 29 targets down there. We do have information about where they were. We can find them through the order of battle, and we set our steer point directly to them. But we can't, individually mark any of the targets as target steer points because we don't have any info on the map. So what I've decided to do, I'm going to load up F-16 with 4 JSOWs and Mark 20s on the inner pylons, and then as well 4 AMRAAMs for self-defense and a centerline tank. So I'm not even going to have a jammer on this mission. In typical flights, I've been able to get about 10 kills, 10 to 12 kills total on hardened tanks with JSOWs, with 4 JSOWs. So I'm thinking I can kill probably 10 to 12 tanks, and then hopefully at least another 6 with the Mark 20s, maybe up to 12 as well for that, because they usually are pretty good at destroying pairs of tanks. So if everything goes right, we could kill maybe up to 24 of the 29 units down there, and maybe that will be enough to trigger them to surrender and come off the map. That's what I'm hoping for. What else can we say? This airbase, the MiG-23 airbase, I believe it is still down. Let's see here. Okay, let's just recon it, of course. Yeah, Kangneung is 0% operational. Okay, so there's not going to be any MiG-23s bothering us. But like I said, there's just been tons of MiG-29s coming from these northern bases all over the FLOT. Some are on escort missions for Q5s and IL-28s. Some are just, 4-ship death squads looking to destroy my ass. So we're going to try to avoid conflict as much as possible until we deploy our air-to-ground weapons. What else can we talk about? I do have some AWACS. It's not on the map yet. They will be taking off in about 10 minutes, and they should be on station at one of these 2 steer points by 1827. So I might not have any AWACS for the first 10 minutes or so, because it will take me 10 minutes to get into the pit with a ramp start, or 20 minutes to get into the pit with a ramp start, and then another 5 to 10 minutes to ramp myself up. So maybe by the time we get airborne, we will have AWACS. And then there is a tanker way off here to the south side of the map, but I'm not sure if they're still going to be on station. I think they're coming off station pretty soon. So they might not be useful to us, but I'm not really planning to do any air-to-air refuel for this mission anyway. Okay, so that sums it up. This is basically an experiment to see if it is possible for one F-16 to completely remove a tank battalion from the map by means of destroying enough targets to trigger a surrender. Okay, so yeah, wish me luck, and we'll see you in the pit. Poonsound traffic, Cowboy 1, single ship F-16, requesting taxi to runway 14.
Taxi, runway 14. Hold short.
Cowboy 1. Poonsound traffic, Cowboy 1 is taking active runway 14 for departure.
Cowboy 1-1, Poonsound Tower, resume on navigation.
Okay, we got 350 knots, we're at Buster. We're going to come left to steer 2. And climb up to our cruise altitude, which is just Angels 1-3. We're really heavy, so we've got a super low cruising altitude. Okay, we're on heading. Set up our usual autopilot. Just maintain about 350 in the climb until we hit Angels 1-3. So thanks to the commenter on my previous video, I think his name was Mean, or Meanie, M-E-N-E, who let me know that disabling the virtual pilot's voice when you do UI radio calls is as simple as just unchecking a box and setup. I had no idea it was that easy. So we'll go ahead and demonstrate that now. Uniform 13.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 095, 80 miles, 17,000.
Chalice, Cowboy 1, single ship F-16, Charlie Block 40, departing from Poonsound, pre-planned CAS, East Coast, checking in. So yeah, no virtual
Cowboy,
virtual
1-1,
pilot voice.
Dallas,
It just
1,
goes
enter
right to the
fire.
response, which is really cool. Cowboy 1. Okay, we're up through Angels 10, holding about 350 CAS. We'll nose over for about 5 degrees here. We're looking for 1-3. Yeah, it's kind of shaky weather. Actually, I was going to say we're going to keep climbing until we get out of it, but we just got out of it as I say that. So we'll level out at Angels 1-3 here, and set an altitude hold and come off the power a little bit. Okay, 30 miles out to steer 2. I believe our IP is steer 3, and the AO I think is steer 4. Let's go ahead and get ourselves fenced in. Okay, we'll do a chaff check.
Chaff, flare.
Chaff's good,
Chaff,
flare's
flare.
good, and there is no jammer, so we won't bother with that.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 090, 80 miles, 17,000.
Get on the proper UHF there. All right, let's go ahead and maintain a good airspeed of about 300 or so. And we'll set up our air-to-ground weapons. I haven't really done that yet. So, probably going to be deploying JSOWs in tandem. I forget what I've done for spacing in the last couple of missions. I think it was 2,400 feet, right? Something like that. I have a plan. I'm going to do a little bit of a smaller spacing for the first 2 weapons that I deploy. And then I'm also going to do an 1,800 foot burst altitude. And then for the next 2 JSOWs that I launch, I'm going to do wider spacing, probably around 3,600. So the idea is I want a lot of overlapping splash damage because I'm engaging tanks. And I want kind of a more condensed footprint, basically. My plan is I'm going to make a mark point right in the center of the column, and then launch all 4 weapons at the same mark point. But like I said, the second 2 weapons will have like a larger spacing. And I want to create like a big hole right in the center of the column, and then I'll use Mark 20s to pick off everything else with a little bit more accuracy. So speaking of that, let's get the Mark 20s also set up. Mark 20s, I'm going to do, let's see, arming delay is fine. I'm going to do a burst altitude of about 1,800 feet, same as the JSOWs. And I like to set release angle around 25. It's kind of part superstition and part just sort of like habit. Yeah, I'm just going to release them in singles, I think. So I'll get back to the JSOWs, and we'll get back into navigation mode. And let's set the steer points for like automatic. So as soon as we get to steer 2, it'll just pull us left to steer 3. Got about another 10 miles or so. I think everything else is set up properly. So yeah, I guess we'll just let the autopilot take us the rest of the way here. So there's the AO over here by the flot. And we're currently en route steer 2 here. Steer 3 is our IP, which I believe is around 20-25 miles out from the AO. So when we get to steer 3, we'll get radar on the column, see how they're oriented. I expect them to be oriented like from south to north, the way they have been during every previous attack. And then we'll just finish setting up our JSOWs for that, and then go ahead and engage when we get there. If the coast is clear, you know, we are super heavy, so we've got a ton of drag, a ton of weight with 4 JSOWs, 6 Mark 20s. We only have a centerline tank, and we're down to 7.6 for gas. We have no jammer, so I'm going to try to avoid air-to-air conflict as much as possible, at least en route to the column. If we do get engaged, then we'll just kind of egress either out towards the naval group or back towards that naval group that we passed. So just straight south of our position, pretty much. We'll just drag in there and try to wait for a better window to re-engage the ground forces on the coast. Okay, we're coming left to steer 3 now, as per the autopilot. If we successfully release all our weapons and go Dakota, and if we still have fuel, then we'll see about making use of these AMRAAMs. I do like to be as efficient as possible, since, you know, according to my own preset rules for this campaign, I only do 4 flights a day. So it's kind of like a matter of making every flight count. So we're 25 miles out from the IP. Chalice, Cowboy 1, bogey dope.
Cowboy 1-1, Chalice 1, picture clear.
Cowboy 1. God, that's so much better without my virtual pilot's voice repeating basically what I just say. Chalice, Cowboy 1, bogey dope.
Cowboy 1-1, Chalice 1, picture clear.
Cowboy 1. Okay, let's go heads down, picture's clear. Okay, let's get the... Okay, what is going on here? Oh, there we go. I had some kind of sub-mode selected. Okay, what is happening here? There we go. Yeah, had some kind of radar glitch. Anyway, fixed now, I think. Okay, it's not even scanning in front of me. Cancel. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's the column right where we thought they would be. We'll lock up the center point, like I said, create a mark point, select it. The column actually does not look like they're aligned north to south. They're aligned in sort of like a southeast to southwest position. We might have to engage them actually perpendicularly, so I'm going to set like a perpendicular tandem. And I got to set a new azimuth here real quick. Attack azimuth will go 315. Okay, yep. And we're 13 miles out. I still don't have like a bracket on the side of my HUD. There it is. Okay, we got jizz. And here we go. We're going to pickle the first 2. Okay, let's change the spacing now to 3600. And the next two coming up. There we go. And we'll come off the autopilot. Just come right here. Try to verify our kills. Actually, let's continue. I should come all the way around until we're like flowing south. It's probably better. Okay, so we've got we've got tally. There's the line of units right there. And we're just waiting for the impacts now. Except now our own aircraft is in the way. Let's hasten the turn a little bit. And we'll come off the power a little bit too. Okay, there's the impacts. Good effect. And more. Okay, decent damage. Hard to get a BDA from here. Let's paddle switch. I want to come down a little bit, like kind of below the clouds, and then we're going to do like a parallel pass by them and try to set up some mark points on some either individual targets or like small kind of pairs of targets.
Altitude. Altitude.
And get up the binoculars here. Okay, it looks like we got some decent damage out there. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fires. I hope it's more than that. Okay, let's get some mark points going here. Okay, so there's a good group. We'll engage them. Set up a mark point. Set up a mark point there. And another one here. Another one here. Okay, we'll set up another one there maybe. Oops, I think I just actually overwrote one of them. Yeah, you can only make like 4 or 5. So let's unlock this for now. And we will select steer point 26. Yeah, let's engage steer point 26. All right, we'll come off the autopilot and let's climb our way up to about Angels 1-8. Get a little bit of distance, prepare for our attack. Fuel state's 6.2. Chalice, Cowboy 1, Bogey Dope.
Cowboy 1-1, Chalice 1, picture clear.
Cowboy 1. Okay, we're about 12 miles out. Let's come around on them and we'll just kind of continue to climb a little bit. I like to be around Angels 1-8 when I start an attack run. And we'll select our Mark 20s. Okay, coming up on 1.8, about 10 miles away. We'll level out at 1.8 here. So that puts us about 3 nautical miles above the Earth. So when we get to around 6, that's when we'll roll over and kind of start our dive run. Okay, there's about 6 miles. Nose over. Find the box there and go CCIP. And we're going to deploy right on that diamond. And pull up through the fall line. And there we go. Rock eyes. Back to CCRP. And shack. And we'll continue this turn until we get back out to like heading 090, which puts us straight east, and shooting for Angels 1.8 again. Okay, switch steer points. Okay, steer 27, another group of 2 there. And we got about 5 miles separation. I'll trim out just a little bit left here. We want to get about 7 or 8 miles before we turn back in. Okay, there's 7.5. Okay, lined up with the fall line, 7.5 miles. Again, we'll start our dive around 6.5 or 6. Here's 6.5. So by doing it this way, it puts us on a nice 30 to 35 degree dive. We're going to deploy right on the diamond again. And pull up through the fall line. And rock eyes at 11,000. Nice and very safe above any kind of weapons envelope they have. And shack. 2 more. Okay, we got Angels 1.8. We'll just maintain this turn until we get to about 090. Chalice, Cowboy 1, Bogey Dope.
Cowboy 1-1, Chalice 1. Picture is multiple groups. Nearest hostile at bullseye 130, 120 miles, 17,000.
30, 120 miles. Cowboy 1. Chalice, Cowboy 1, vector to nearest threat.
Cowboy 1, Chalice 1. I don't have anything right now.
Cowboy 1. Okay, never mind. We'll go to steer point 28. And we got about 10 miles out. Yeah, it's probably just bombers or something, I guess. It's another group of 2 vehicles there we're targeting. And 6.5 miles. CCIP. Drag the pipper up through the diamond. And pickle. Rock eyes. Back to CCRP. And we released at 11,000. Again, definitely high above any kind of threats down there. And Shack. 2 more kills. Let's switch to 2-9, steer 2-9. Can't remember if we had targets there. How many weapons have we released? 3 so far. I think we had 1 more mark point before we started overwriting them. Whoops. Turned a little bit too far. I want to go 090. Yeah, it looks like 4 more targets there. I can't tell if they're close enough to hit with 1 bomb, you know? It's hard to tell with smart scaling. I wonder if we can give it a shot, though. You know what? I don't know if I want to risk it. I don't want to drop the bomb right in between 2 groups of vehicles and get no kills. There's 7.5 miles. Let's start coming around. Okay, on heading. And 6.5 miles. Rolling over. CCIP. And Rock Eyes at Angels 10. And Shack. Let's go steer 13 or steer 30. And yeah, okay, so we have 1 more mark point to work with before we got to look for another target. There's heading 090, and we'll just climb up a little bit higher to Angels 18. Okay, 7.5 miles. Start coming back around. Fuel state's 4.1. Okay, on heading. 6.5 miles. Rolling over. CCIP. And rock eyes at 10,000. And shack. Alrighty, what do we have left for ordnance? We have one Mark 20, and I think we need a new mark point. Let's come off the power a little bit. I'll try to find one more group of targets. I don't see anything down there. Okay, let's get a little bit closer. A little bit closer, a little bit lower.
Altitude. Altitude.
Trim out a little to the left. Okay, where are these guys? That still looks like an intact vehicle there. It's just a single one though, but you know what? Let's mark it anyway. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. Okay, well, whatever. Let's, what was it? It was steer 27 that we just made, right? Yeah, there's that final vehicle. Okay, let's, go in and get him.
Bingo. Bingo.
And we're bingo fuel. Okay, I got about 7.5 miles, and we're almost at Angels 1-8. It's kind of low on airspeed though, so give it a little bit of afterburner, but I gotta watch out for my fuel. Okay, 6.5 miles. We're in hot. And CCIP. And rock eyes.
Caution. Caution.
Okay, we are Dakota and Cat 1. And shack. Okay, let's jettison some of our racking. Chalice, Cowboy 1 is Dakota, requesting picture.
Cowboy 1-1, Chalice 1, picture clear.
Cowboy 1. Hey guys, we're back. So I'm just starting to get visibility on Canteen. They're 16 miles out. And they look like they're actually kind of turning into us. That's good. That'll give us a nice intercept. We are at 1.8 fuel, so we should have more than enough to get in position and get some gas. Okay, I think I got visual just off to my 11 o'clock there, a little bit low. 12 miles out. So we will fence out. We've already snoozed the radar. Canteen Cowboy 1 is inbound from the east, 9 miles out, requesting permission to form up left side for refuel.
Cowboy 1-1, Canteen 1-1, copy. Cowboy 1-1, Canteen 1-1. You are cleared to pre-contact position.
Cowboy 1. Get the bingo page ready here. A little bit of speed brake. Canteen Cowboy 1 saddled up left side, preparing to move to pre-contact position. Gotta get rid of this mask. There we go.
Cowboy 1-1, Canteen 1-1. Cleared to contact position.
Canteen, Cowboy 1, copy that, moving to contact position.
Contact.
Cowboy 1, contact. Good flow. Okay, we're about 4,700 pounds. It's kind of like halfway there. I think full fuel with the center line is 9.2. Whoa! Just did a speed up. Probably entered like a new sector of the dynamic weather. Oh, he just sped up. Big time sped up. Let's get back in position here.
Contact.
Cowboy 1, contact. Good flow. And there we go.
Disconnect.
Cowboy 1 disconnecting, moving off to the right side. Canteen 1, Cowboy 1, all topped up, thanks to the gas.
Roger.
Okay, let's get reoriented. Where are we? Get ourselves fenced back in. And cruise altitude is Angels 3-1. So yeah, I guess we'll just push north and see if we can find any hostiles. Chalice, Cowboy 1, Bogey Dope.
Cowboy 1-1, Chalice 1. Picture is multiple groups. Nearest hostile at Bullseye 190, 50 miles. 25,000.
Cowboy 1, do you have a ID type?
Cowboy 1, Chalice 1. Nearest hostile MiG-29, Bullseye 190, 50 miles. 25,000.
Cowboy 1. Okay, those are MiG-29s. Off the nose, about 60 miles. Let's pick up a little bit more speed then. Come off the autopilot. I think they said Angels 2.5, so we should have an altitude advantage. When we start getting closer to 40 miles or so, though, we'll pick up even more speed and maybe even climb a little bit higher. I don't think Chalice said how many there were. Okay, we're getting closer. I'm going to go full burn. Angels 2.5. Hard to tell how many there are. I'll go Twiz mode. Chalice, Cowboy 1, committing MiG-29s. Bullseye 185,059, 25,000. Looks like possibly a 4-ship. Okay, we're at 35 miles. Their speed's 470, tracking hot on me, 25,000. Probably going to try to pickle it 25 miles if they let us get close enough. Okay, 30 miles, speed's 460. They're hot on us, 27,000. And 25 miles, Fox 3. Fox 3. Fox 3. And Fox... Oh. Okay, we only got 3 off. Might only be a 3-ship. Got a missile inbound. I don't think we got Pitbull yet, but we got to go defensive here. I'm going to emergency jettison the tank. Okay, we're naked for nails 2-9, just missiles inbound now. It's possible that we just splashed them all. Just going to drag out 180. Okay, we're out of burn. Chalice, Cowboy 1, Bogey Dope.
Cowboy 1, Chalice 1, nearest hostile MiG-29s, 4-ship, bullseye, 190, 50 miles, 25,000.
Bullseye 190, 50 miles. Cowboy 1. Said 4-ship. Jesus, did we not splash any of them? We only have 1 missile left. Okay, we got contact. Yeah, geez, it's a 4-ship. Okay, we're not going to engage it. We only have 1 missile left. Suicide at this point. Just going to split S back towards like a southward heading. And RTB. Make that southeast heading, 135. We'll go steer point 6. Okay, we've got a Hawk behind us going active, possibly shooting at those MiG-29s. If we had more missiles, I would use this as an opportunity to turn back in and engage them while they're confused or possibly defending. But we only have 1 missile, so I think we're just going to call it a day. We're down to 4.5 fuel anyway, with 78 miles to go to home plate. Looking for Angels 3-7 for optimal cruise altitude. And coming up on it now, nosing over.
Caution. Caution.
Accidentally went to Cat 3 there. All right, we're RTB. Busan traffic, Cowboy 1 is on initial for runway 14.
Good evening, Cowboy 1-1, Kunshan Tower, cleared for landing, runway 14, check gear down.
Okay, so 14 is the upwind, which means sorry, 320 will be the downwind. And on the brake.
Cowboy 1-1, abort landing, sector 350, contact approach for resequencing. Good evening, Cowboy 1, Kunshan approach, runway 14, welcome back.
And gear out. Busan traffic, Cowboy 1 is left base for runway 14, 3 green, full stop.
Good evening, Cowboy 1-1, Poonsan Tower, cleared for landing, runway 14, check gear down.
Ooh, a little bit rough. Not too bad though. Poonsan traffic, Cowboy 1, clear of the active. Okay, well, that was felt like a good mission. I think we got a lot of air-to-ground kills. Hopefully we made that column surrender. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see you guys in the debrief.
Achievement and heroism while participating in an aerial fight. You are hereby awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross.
Okay, another medal for the medal cabinet here. Pretty good. Look at that, 26 kills. That's pretty awesome because I think there were only 29 targets down there, so we got all but 3. So if that's not enough to get them to surrender, I don't know what is. We'll check it out in a second. Let's just look at everything else. We got 3 hits with the AIM-120s. Destroyed. So we did destroy 3 MiG-29s. That must have been a different group when they, after we were like pushing out from, from the initial engagement, we were dragging out their missiles, and then I, requested a vectors to nearest threat, and it said it was a new 4-ship group, so it was a different 4-ship group. Yeah, let's see the JSOWs, what kind of damage we did with the JSOWs. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 kills with the JSOWs, which I think is a little bit more than what we did with previous attempts. I can't remember now. It's been so long since I did those first JSOW videos. And then with the Mark 20s, we got 2 kills there, 2 kills in the next one, 2 kills in the next one. 1 kill, 1 kill, 2 kills, and 1 kill. Okay, pretty good. Mission was a success. My task was a success. Pilot rating excellent. Okay, pretty good debrief. Let's check the order of battle. DPRK Army. I think they were the 1st Armored Division, 5th Armored Brigade, 5th Tank Battalion. Oh yeah, they're down to 20%. Oh man, you kidding me? They haven't surrendered. So there's 3, 4, 5 vehicles left. They have not surrendered, which means I don't know what's going to happen. If I push the clock up another, 4 hours, or what do I do? 6 hours, because I do 4 flights a day. If I push it up another 6 hours, I wonder how much it's going to regenerate. I cannot freaking believe they still did not surrender. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, yeah, well, at least we can test that. We can test how much they regenerate in a span of 6 hours. All right, so thanks for watching up until this point. Let's close out the UI here, and we'll go check out some ACMI. Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, we're going to do some ACMI analysis here. All right, so this is me pushing out to steer 2, getting all set up for air to ground, and then coming to the IP. And there's the carrier group shooting at nothing, as usual. All right, there's the battalion, and I'm attacking in almost a perpendicular manner, which is not something I've done too often before. So, okay, there's the first release. I released these 2 guys with 1,800 foot spacing on somewhere around the center of the battalion. And then these next 2 had about 3,600 spacing on the same mark point. So let's, you know what, let's just play here, and we'll switch our camera view to the battalion. Forward the clock a little bit. That's interesting. Look how much separation there is between the second 2 JSOWs. I wonder why that 3rd one went in so fast. It's almost caught up to the first group. Kind of strange. Okay, so that was the 3,600 foot spacing, and this is the 1,800 foot spacing. It says we got 16 kills, but sure doesn't look like it, huh? All right, let's go. Okay, that killed a lot more. Probably because a lot of this stuff was partially damaged from the first splash, and then it takes less to kill them at that point. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, 16 kills. Okay. And then this is us, yeah, doing a BDA and setting some mark points, and then extending back out to the east for an attack run from 18,000 feet. Okay, we're in hot and ready to pickle our rock eye. And rock eyes at 12,000 feet. And good shack. Okay, back out, setting up for the second drop. And rock eyes at 12,000. Good shack. Back out to the east. And back in. Rock eyes at about 12,000 again. Good shack. Okay, and this is the 4th drop, I believe. Oh, you can see some Su-25s off to our south attacking something over here. Sons of bitches. Sam's defending as well. Okay, there's rock eyes. I forgot to reference how high I was. Probably around 10 to 12,000 feet though. Okay, good shack. Let's see if we can see those Su-25s. Where are they? What are they doing? They've already lost one of their buddies over here, and it looks like we have... These are probably like... I don't know what they are. What kind of weapons our naval forces carry? Some kind of naval SAM. Looks like a good track on this Su-25. And, whoa, that's a miss. Are you kidding me? Come on. Useless. And another miss. No way. That's going to be a hit for sure. Okay, that's one down. Okay, where were we? And back in. And pickle at 10,000. And a good shack. More missiles are inbound from our naval group towards that last Su-25. Oh, missed. Close one. I can't believe it. These missiles are useless. This one's ballistic. Here's another launch. Looks like a good track. I've seen this view from my cockpit a few times before. Boom! Okay, he's down. All right, where were we? Let's find JoNay. Okay, extending back out. And this is me doing another BDA for like that one last target. And then pushing in from the south. I attacked it a little bit of a different trajectory this time. And rock guys, right around 11 or 12,000 feet. It looks like it's falling onto this T-62 over here. So there were a couple more vehicles over on the south end of the column. I just couldn't locate them though. Boom. So yeah, about one, looks like only 3 targets, but according to the debrief, it was 5. Interesting. All right, at this point, I just got situated and then flowed back out south to look for the tanker. Oh, a couple of enemy helicopters deep in our territory. Didn't notice them. You got lock of canteen. And formed up. Got some gas. All topped up. And then we pushed north. What is these, Patriots? Forget what MIM 104. I think those are Patriots. They're shooting at something over there. Not within our sphere of detection in ACMI. I just continued to push out here, and I think this is where I made a couple mark points. Started coming back towards it, and then group of MiG-29s out here. And there's already some Patriots in on them. Oh, and a different group of MiG-29s over there. Okay, so they're launching missiles at me from about 28 miles. Patriots hit one of them. And then this guy's launching some missiles at me. So I fire missiles at 25 miles. That's why I could only see 3 of them, because one of them got splashed right as I was shooting. So I got three missiles away. There's another Patriot. Let's see who gets there first. My slammers or the Patriot. I'm betting on my slammers. And I'm cranking, and then they get Pitbull. That's when I split S, go defensive. I lost the data link on these missiles, so I didn't have any kind of like terminal information or anything. But it looks like all 3 missiles tracked well. There's a splash 1. And splash 2. And looks like a splash 3 here. Yeah, okay. And their missiles ran out of steam. So that's a dead 4 ship of MiG-29s, thanks to the Patriot as well. And then Chalice declared, or vectored me onto a new group, MiG-29s. Oh my God, look how many there are. Okay, well, that's it. Pretty interesting mission, actually. Like, I can't believe that column didn't surrender. But I think it was 26 kills. I don't know, that's about as much as you can hope to get, I think, on a tank battalion. It's really tough to get that many kills on armored tanks. But, it took a very, very heavy loadout with not very much fuel, 4 JSOWs and 6 Mark 20s. It's not super practical. It's the kind of thing you can do over on the East Coast where you're not going to get interfered with too much. But imagine if I was trying to do that over in the center of the map where there's like we just saw, four individual groups of MiG-29s. It would just be impossible. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you for the next one.